The media is reporting that there was an Islamophobic attack at an Edmonton area supermarket. But are you really getting the whole truth, and just who is the real victim in this exchange caught on video? What you're about to see was recorded by a woman the media now calls the victim of an Islamophobic exchange. Now, the whole thing took place in a busy Edmonton area superstore last week. Pay close attention to what everybody says here, and then you'll see something truly shocking happen at the end. Just watch.
What did you say, sir?
Why wear that?
Could you repeat
it's
that?
not a religion, so don't say it's because of your religion.
Could you repeat that? Could you repeat that?
Turn that off.
I'm not turning it off. This is public space. Could you repeat that? What did you say? What did you say?
I said, I'm sorry you have to wear those.
Stand up. I know you don't have to sit. No, you can stand. What did you say? No. What did you say? I want to understand what you're saying. What are you saying, sir?
I said, I'm sorry you have to wear that slave garbs in Canada.
Slave.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
It's okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Security! He's leaving.
Now, did you see that? Did you catch that at the end? The man in the mobility scooter is shoved and kicked because he expressed an opinion about the hijab to these young ladies that could be perceived as, I don't know, ill-mannered. Was he yelling no, aggressive, no, rude? Maybe. But who really cares? He's in a mobility scooter. They could just walk away from the guy. And look, I'm openly Catholic on the internet. With the state of the church under my current pope, I would be kicking like 15 to 20 people before noon every single day if I responded to religious and political criticism in this manner, and I'm pretty sure it is the exact same way for my Jewish friends on the internet. Because that's not how we behave in a civilized country. We still have free speech, for now, and disagreeable speech is supposed to be met with more speech and better arguments. Not violence, but just look at how the mainstream media covered this so-called incident. Here's the headline from Global News. Victim of racist exchange at Edmonton supermarket recorded video to raise awareness of Islamophobia. You see, the so-called victim here, according to the mainstream media, was Yasmin Ungus, the girl who recorded the video, and not the man that was physically assaulted. Wow. Let me read to you from the article. Karen Moran, a spokesperson for Edmonton Police Service, said the Hate Crimes Unit will review the video, but stopped short of saying the unit will investigate it, adding police will need to look at the circumstances of the video and the incident. Hold on a second here. Where are, the real cops, the ones who investigate assaults in a public place that are recorded and then turned into a viral video? Can those cops review this tape? Because this thing warrants a charge, or we are all in danger of assault for impolite wrongthink about literally anything. Global also sought comment from Irfan Chowdhury. He's the director of the Office of Human Rights at Grant MacEwan University, who said, the proper response in a situation like this is to support the victim of Islamophobia rather than try to confront the attacker. He suggests engaging the victim in conversation and ignoring the attacker, picking a random subject to discuss, and creating a safe space until the attacker leaves. The attacker is not the man with an unpopular opinion, you fascist kooks. It's the guy who kicked a man in a mobility scooter in a crowded supermarket that no one ever confronted. Violence is being completely normalized against speech now. This is utter madness. It's dangerous. And as for dear sweet little Yasmin Ungus, the media's so-called victim, well, this is what she had to say to Global in their story. When people get upset, they love to bring out the racist in them. Yes, Yasmin, they sure do. Let's show everyone Yasmin's racism again. Just watch.
No. What did you say? I want to understand what you're saying. What are you saying, sir?
I said, I'm sorry you have to wear that slave garbs in Canada.
Slave.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
It's okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Security! He's leaving. Don't worry. He's leaving.
Security? Just because you don't want to stand up for Canada, I do.
Stand up for Canada.
Yes.
It's a multicultural country.
Canada. You realize you're white, right? You people stole this land, right? You
Didn't
realize
steal this
that?
land.
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
From indigenous people. You can't. You can't.
First of all, you don't
claim
know about Islam. You have no right to apologize.
You see, Yasmin here was upset in the video, and she heaped a pile of anti-white racism about how white people are colonialists, stealing land from the First Nations. Assuming someone is responsible for the so-called sins of long dead people with the same skin color is the definition of racism. But Global, well, they didn't even report on that portion of the video, nor did Global report on Yasmin's previous tweets about drinking white people tears, or her handful of tweets where she laughs till she cries about the man in the mobility scooter being kicked. Okay, let's just stop for a second here. In the video, Yasmin keeps saying that the man can get up and that he can walk. Yasmin Ungus keeps saying the man can get up out of that mobility scooter and walk if he wanted to. But did Yasmin and her friends know why he was using it? Did he just have back surgery? Does he have MS? Is he crippled by arthritis? Hip surgery? Is he a disabled veteran? Not only did Yasmin and her friends not know, but they just didn't care. It was gross to watch. Now I know Yasmin didn't kick the man herself, but she's laughing about it now after the fact, and she didn't renounce the violence against the man in the video, nor did she renounce it after the fact. And the media is just pretending like the man was the perpetrator of a hate crime that didn't happen instead of the victim of a violent crime in a very, very public place. But making herself out to be a victim of Islamophobia seems to be a bit of a full-time gig for Yasmin. I found this article on the CBC about how the Edmonton Somali community is trying to fight radicalism within its ranks. And that's a great initiative, by the way. I fully support it. But in that article, Yasmin Ungus makes herself an appearance. This is from the article. When Yasmin Ungus rides the Edmonton LRT, she won't cross the yellow line out of fear someone will push her into the path of an oncoming train. Ungus says that fear is only getting worse. Ungus says she thinks someone will shove her onto the train tracks because of her religion, but she never actually gives evidence that someone has ever threatened to do it to her. Yasmin's irrational fears of white people at the train station are not symptoms of Islamophobia. No one's shoving Muslims onto train tracks in the capital city. That's insane, crazy talk. Now let me be clear. The man in the video that Yasmin Ungus recorded may or may not be a bigot. I don't know him, and Global News thankfully was unable to dox him. Although bigots, they don't normally encourage you to embrace freedom and Canadian values, at least in my experience. And anyway, that's irrelevant because in Canada, it is illegal to meet speech we disagree with violence. In fact, it's against the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and it is the hallmark trait of a fascist. Only on Twitter can you upload a video of your friend physically assaulting a person who expressed his antithetical view regarding your hijab and then receive a pouring of support for the horror you experienced and sympathetic media coverage that overlooks your own anti-white, anti-disabled bigotry. Lock this guy up before he victimizes someone by clumsily expressing his opinion one more time. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Did you know that we have our own Rebel Media mobile app? It's our way of making sure you stay on top of what we're reporting if YouTube ever shuts us down. To get access to our mobile app, you can download it on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Download it, give it a try, and take the other side of the story with you wherever you go.